here's something for sure. I have an interview for you that will actually definitely boost you up and will be of interest to you. I'm joined in the studio right now by Mayibongwe Cedric Sikhosana. He's a creative artist, very multifaceted, does a lot of things, which I'll let him tell you all about what he does. Cedric, welcome to Morning Rush.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning to you and your viewers.
Great, great. So Cedric, before you tell us what it is you do, tell me, who is Cedric?
Cedric is, so first and foremost, Cedric is a calling name, right? So when I was growing up, I used to crack a lot of jokes. And then people called me Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
You know? So it grew, and then now I had to take the name and make it mine.
Okay.
But Mayibongwe Cedric is the name. Born and bred in Matebelele North, in a place called Nkai. Yeah, so I grew up in Nkai, low background, at a very conservative family.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, Cedric, what work did you do before Skimpire? So you own Skimpire, and if someone asked you to define what it is you do at Skimpire, what would you say? Okay.
So for now at Skimpire we do glassware, interior designing, and of course there's Skimpire Fitness where I train celebrities and of course everybody, right? Personal training. But before that, I can say I did literally everything. There's nothing that I haven't done. I was a driver at some point, taxi driver, truck driver, a teacher. I was a dacha boy at some point, building and plumbing and electricity, and there's literally nothing that I haven't done. But then I had passion for training, for physical fitness. So I studied my diploma in sports science and then did that for quite some time before Skimpire happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being a fitness trainer who's also now doing interior designing, how did that come about?
Well,
that's such a huge shift.
So I had a blessing of COVID. So when COVID hit, gyms are closed, no physical contact, I had to rethink as to what do I want to do. Even if the gyms can open, what exactly can I do? Maybe to incorporate with whatever that I'm doing, to have at least 2 or 3 or 4 sources of income. So at that time, I had a car tire at my backyard, and I needed a center table. So I made a table out of a car tire, and then posted it on Facebook. This one lady said, how much is the table? Where did you buy it? I said, I made it. And then she was like, okay, when can you deliver it? So from there, I delivered the table. She told her ladies at the book club. And then without knowing, before the end of the week, I had 7 customers. So
like
I knew, After that, I knew that I can make this a business.
Wow. And then if you take a look at what they're seeing on the screen right now, tell us the inspiration behind all of that, all the glassware.
Right. So I think that has to do with the uniqueness of what I do, right? I don't want to go with what everybody makes, because these days mirrors are literally rectangle, square, or round, right? I'm sure you also have one of those in your houses. But I just wanted to create something unique. So to cut out an irregular shape out of glass, right? The first thing that we started with, I really wanted to make a South African map. But to cut out Swaziland and Lesotho was quite challenging. And then I did the entire African map. And from there, the first ones though were not nice, right? So from there, it was all about perfecting the talent as we went by.
Okay. So this is what then led you gradually to this concept, hey?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that journey that then led you to decide, okay, this is the concept I want to go with.
So also another thing is the influence of the customers, right? So a customer would come to me with a challenging task and say, can you make this? Right. Me being me, I don't want to say no, and I cannot say no. I do everything, right? So I'll take the task and then do whatever the customer wants. Mostly it's influenced by what the customer wants.
Okay.
Because I customize literally everything. So if the person says, I want a Zimbabwean map, right? And then I ask you, what size you want? I'll do it exactly like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you told us where the name Cedric came from. Talk to me about Skimpire. Where did that name come from?
This one is interesting. So when I was born, they said I had little eyes, right? Okay. So my uncle was working with a Chinese guy named Skimbo, when they were building Inyati Hospital. So when I was born, he came home and he was like, Ngolu Skimbo. And then everybody started calling me Skimbo. So I was Skimbo, 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 Skimbo. So in honor of him, because he passed away, he was also an entrepreneur. He was in the construction industry. So from there, in honor of him, I said, okay, I want to lay the next brick from where he left. We are building an empire on the Skimbo name that he gave me. So it's Ski, then Empire.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, I'll have you know that Cedric speaks 8 languages. So here I was thinking that maybe you just combined like different wording from all the different languages to come up with Skimpire.
Oh my God.
Tell me, Cedric, who's your role model and why?
Role model. So I've got quite a few, right? I love people that embrace Africanicity because myself, I'm a Pan-Africanist. So I have taken inspiration from the likes of here in Zimbabwe, Everton. I like the guy. And also maybe he's a Mlalazi because I'm from the Mlalazi, from the Mlalazi clan. And then there's like Vusi Tembewayo, the guy in South Africa. Who else? Like your Dangotes, Elon Musk. I'm inspired by those guys because they invent. I like people that think outside the box and invent something new.
Okay. Now you told us how you started your work with attire in the backyard and everything. Right now that you're doing bigger things, where do you get your raw materials and how do you get your work done?
So I get them literally from Zimbabwe and South Africa, right, and all around because we deal with natural resources mostly. On the tables we do natural sisal rope, which is manufactured in South Africa, and then also with the glass, everything we get where we are. Right now I'm in Zimbabwe. I know I'm going to find my raw materials in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this journey of being a creative does come with its own challenges. Doesn't matter where you're based and everything.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you face and how did you overcome them?
Firstly, the copycats. Yeah. The copycats, the people that are trying to be Skimpire, that's number one. But that one, a person can copy who you are, right? Can copy what you do, but they cannot copy who you are. They cannot copy your grace, right? They cannot copy the talent. So it always stands out. And then number two, a lot of people still cannot believe that we really are existing. So it becomes a challenge in terms of payment. Let's say we are doing this huge project and then somebody doesn't even know, they have never met you in person. So because of the scamming that is going around, people are skeptical about that. But also our borders, man, our borders. It's very difficult to bring stuff from that side, coming this side, or from stuff this side to that side. So the inter-trade becomes difficult because of the borderlines.
Have you struggled with some people not taking your work seriously, maybe because they were used to the serious side of your fitness?
Not really. I'm easy person. I'm an easy guy to talk to. I'm serious, yes. I mean, I've got 3 lines here on my forehead. But no, I'm a very easy person to talk to. So it's been a very interesting journey. In my side, honestly, wanting to be an entrepreneur, that really yielded good results. Yeah.
So if you had the chance to present your work to anybody, literally anybody, who would you want to get that opportunity with?
Of course, number one, right? Number one. I would love to, of course.
I'm sure.
Give that to number one. And also maybe there's quite a few people that, like I said, embrace the Africanicity, which is like your Patrice Lumumbas. Those are the guys that I would love to give the African map mirror so that whenever they reflect on being an African, they see themselves on an African mirror.
Okay. So on this interior design, besides glassware, what else do you want to pursue?
Right now, I have a plan, right, to build a city. A city, yeah. I dream big. I dream big, right? I'm a dreamer. I'm a visionary. So we want to build a 7-star city. Actually, my architect is working towards that. Where will I get the money? I don't know. but this city must happen, right? And then secondly, I just want to build, I want to venture into hotel industry, building some cafes, and having some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spaces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing that you do have your hands full, how do you balance work and your free time?
Work is my free time. I think I love working so much that, honestly, when I'm not working, I feel depressed. Like I feel like I'm losing everything. Like I'm suffocating. So for me, work and money, I love money too much, right? So if I'm not doing anything that has to do with work, I don't feel good. Okay. But when I'm free, of course, I go to church. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. So I love that as well. Yeah.
Someone may be looking at your work right now and thinking, this is fancy, this is elitist, and might actually feel like, okay, so that's not for them or whatever. What's your pricing like, and how do you respond to however people rate your work?
Right. So I would say Skimpire is a business that embodies people that appreciate originality, right? And as raw as it is. Now, it's for everyone, but not for everybody, right? It's for everyone, but not for everybody. So I would say, for instance, the decanters, they range from $90. Everybody can afford that, or somebody can afford that. But at the same time, I just want to keep the uniqueness and the value of the product so that you don't go everywhere, then you find that same piece. You understand what I mean? So it has to, the value of it needs to be protected, but it's affordable. It is affordable, and from 90 up to probably 40,000, depending on what I'm doing in your house. I mean, if you can give me the entire house and say, do interior designing for the entire house, then we are talking big numbers. But then if I'm just putting that mirror, it's affordable.
Okay. So do you plan to expand to other parts of Africa?
Of course, absolutely. Right? I would love to be anywhere and everywhere. I've been to Ghana. So we have a workshop in Ghana right now that is up and running. So it's servicing that part of Africa. Not that good, of course, it's very slow. I've been to the UAE, but we don't have a workshop there. We just delivered and then installed quite a few. I would love to literally be in each and every African country.
Okay,
Yeah.
So quickly, just before we close this off, I'm pretty sure every lady watching this right now agrees that a mirror is truly the greatest invention ever. Because imagine not knowing what you look like, right? And they may ask, where do I find you? Where do I buy one if I want one? Where can they
So
they find you?
Skimpire on Instagram, Skimpire, Skimpire, right? Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Then Skimpire Furniture on Facebook. And then the number is +27, which is on WhatsApp, right? +27 84 9231. And then Mayibongwe Cedric on Instagram. You can just DM me or whatsoever, then we can talk.
Any word of encouragement to any creative that may be watching now that's like at the borderline of trying to cross over to something they've always wanted to do?
Right. So honestly speaking, I want to work with the government, right, in terms of skills development to underprivileged children, right? So, because I know that it's not always a 9 to 5 that can make one successful. We've got a lot of talent out there where we can bring up somebody and then nurture the talent that they have in order for them to make money. Do you understand? So I want to work with those entrepreneurs and try to see how best we can nurture the talent. But anyways, just a very good advisement, pray. Prayer is the greatest weapon to anything and everything, right? And then secondly, try to identify what you are good at, because that will make you not be miserable to wake up in the morning, right? And then probably lastly, have a role model, somebody that you look up to, right? The first one being God, secondly being the person that you can interact with in person.
Thank you very much, Cedric.
Thanks
Thank
to
you
you,
for
Mama.
coming through to Morning Rush.
Thank you.
All right, that was Mayibongwe Cedric, just showing us all the diverse work that he does, some authentic glassware, and he's also a fitness trainer.